today and click AFA at the Arc.
Today's Issues continues on AFR with your host, Tim Wildman, President of the American Family Association.
All right, welcome back to today's Issues on American Family Radio. Tim, Ed, Wesley, and now Steve Paisley Jordahl joins us. Good morning, Steve.
Good morning, everybody.
How are you doing?
I'm well.
So you said you got something to...
Well, yeah. The Democrats are having their convention, as you all know, and they're quite a patriotic bunch, if you don't mind me saying. Yesterday, the Democrat Women's Caucus had a meeting, and they opened up with the Pledge of Allegiance and the national anthem. I'd just like you to hear a little bit of the national anthem because it was so inspirational. Cut 13.
Okay, here we go. All right, you ready? Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed?
All right.
What is that?
That was the Democrat Women's Caucus singing the national anthem. I know that the Democrat Party is the party of abortion. They have no qualms about killing unborn children. Also, in general, although it's not specifically listed in this particular platform, but it has been in several Democrat states, they're the party of euthanasia. They don't mind killing people that are older. I think this is a ploy because what they're doing is now what they can do is they can sing them to death.
Sing them to the...
Yeah, well,
that was singing?
That was, yeah.
That was pretty bad.
Who was that again?
That was a Democrat Women's Caucus starting their caucus meeting.
They need to skip that and go right to the meeting.
I'm thinking.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
no preliminaries.
I know I can't sing well.
You
so
can do better than that,
guess
probably.
what? Guess what? I don't sing in public.
I just think you aren't very patriotic, but that's fine.
You mean we need to look past?
Yeah,
I don't think you heard
content, guys.
You
It's
didn't hear that. I don't. Other rules. There's probably, and just take note that it was released in the middle of the Democrat National Convention. Let me just read this. As of May 2024, ICE, which is Immigration and Customs Enforcement, had not served a notice to appear or scheduled a court date for more than 291,000 unaccompanied children. At each ICE location we visited, enforcement and removal operations, the people that take care of scheduling all this, could not serve notices to appear on all unaccompanied children. At one location we visited, 34,823, that's 84% of 41,000 unaccompanied children in the local area had not been served notices to appear to initiate immigration proceedings. Listen to this. Without an ability to monitor the location and status of unaccompanied children, ICE has no assurance that these unaccompanied children are safe from trafficking, exploitation, or forced labor. The Biden border policy has put some 34,000 unaccompanied children in danger of being trafficked in the United States.
So, okay, this is the first I've heard.
I know. I just found this.
Okay, so no, that's all right. I can't read and talk at the same time. I can walk and talk at the same time.
I was going to say you can.
You're not doing it at
but
present,
But I'm not doing it at present. So that number, 34,000 per what? That's per month?
That's one location of where they're holding unaccompanied children or processing unaccompanied children.
Okay, and so that number of children are just going to be released into the interior of the United States, knowing where they're going? Or
that's just at one of those centers. ICE has not served a notice to appear to more than 291,000 unaccompanied children. They're generally released with the people that brought them in.
Oh, I see.
Which in some cases are mom and dad, but in a lot of cases are traffickers, coyotes.
Well, and there's no real way of knowing whether the people who claim to be mom and dad are actually mom or dad.
There's a way, but you can't do a DNA test, on all those people.
Right. But
yes.
So the answer is no, they don't know.
No, they don't know.
So, wow, that's
no assurance
staggering.
that these unaccompanied children are safe from trafficking, exploitation, or forced labor.
Wow.
That's the tragedy that's taking place at our border. That's just horrible.
Parents, that is
parents
all
without their kids.
All at the feet of Joe Biden and Kamala Harris.
Even if these kids are not trafficked, kids can't take care of themselves. Some of these kids are very young. We've all seen pictures. I don't know what the breakdown is in terms of age, but you're 8 years old, 9 years old, whatever. Even if you're 13 years old, you do not know how to take care of yourself. So even if they're not trafficked, which would be horrifying in and of itself, how do these kids survive? This is terrible. And this is coming from a political party and the progressive movement in this country that already hates unborn children. And now they don't really care because of their policy of open borders. They don't care what happens to the ones who have been born and are coming streaming into this country.
Yep.
Wow.
Did y'all talk about Robert F. Kennedy?
No,
we did not.
So there's some talk going around. Nicole Shanahan. She was talking on a podcast, and she says there's a couple options they have, because if they stay in and they get a certain percentage of the vote, they can form an official party, which gives them they don't have to fight for ballot space then. They don't have to, it saves them a ton of money. But the other possibility they're saying is joining the Trump campaign. I want you to hear, this is vice presidential candidate Nicole Shanahan talking on this podcast, Cut 14.
There's two options that we're looking at, and one is staying in, forming that new party, but we run the risk of a Kamala Harris and Waltz. We walk away from that and we explain to our base why we're making this decision.
So this is the vice presidential candidate. This isn't just rumor. They're actually thinking about this.
Well, and she also was talking about, he said they have banned us, shadow banned us, kept us. Shanahan is a tech entrepreneur and an attorney. She says, as a former Democratic donor, she is so disappointed, those are her words, that she ever helped the Democratic Party. She's said what we say on this show, and that is that you're old.
Endorses the president, gets on the team, because this is about saving.
Knew who he was.